first vlog. My name is Isabella. My way to St. Augustine.
Was done in the name of God. Now there was an Indian village watching from the trees, and they were so intrigued with what they saw, they didn't feel threatened at all. So what did they do? They marched up to that cross, knelt down before it, and they kissed it as well. They became instant friends that day. They even celebrated a meal together. It was a meal of Thanksgiving that was celebrated 55 years before the Pilgrims would even arrive at Plymouth Rock. After about 12 days, Pedro marched his troops north. He had to go through a hurricane, and he found Fort Caroline. The French fort was lightly guarded. He was able to take it with ease. And then he returned here to St. Augustine, where the Timucuan Indian, his friends now, informed him of some ships that had sailed south. Now Pedro, he realized these would be the French, and that they would be after him, but he also realized they would not survive the hurricane in their wooden ships. So he continued his own march south. He met up with 150 shipwreck survivors, and he asked them all a very important question. Are you Catholic? Now for Pedro Menendez, there was only one correct answer, and that was yes. They said no, we're French Huguenots. And for that answer, they were marched behind the sand dunes. The groups of 30 dispatched back to their maker with the Spanish sword, and their bodies were simply cast into the bay. Now, there was a second group of about 100 that wanted to convert. Pedro liked that answer, took him captive for 2 days, but then he realized he could not feed another 100 mouths, and the next group had the same demise as the first. It was a brutal time. Now, we've been attacked many times by pirates. We became a walled city because of pirate attacks. A walled city was known as a presidio. If you look at our fort to the left here, you'll see our first wall of defense coming out of the side of it. The palm log wall
Mommy's face.
started at the fort there, went through the city gates in front of us, and after the city gates, it would have gone all the way down to the San Sebastian River, about a half a mile. We had a second wall that was known as the Rosario Wall. The Rosario was an earthen berm, didn't have the palm logs in it, and it started about where the stop sign is coming up here on the right. It would have gone about 9 blocks to the left or south, where it would have met the water of the bay. Now, stationed along the walls, we had little mini forts set up called redoubts. We had 9 of them in total. You're going to see one of them coming up on the right here. There's a reproduction of our Santo Domingo redoubt fort. You'll see notches cut up the side, but the notches are where we placed our cannons. We would defend the walls 24/7 with cannon and musket fire. So on the back side of the redoubt, you'll see pokey looking palms sticking up all over the place. These palms are called the Spanish bayonet plant, and as the name implies, if you tried to run through or sneak through a thicket of those, you got all sliced up. It's kind of like going through modern day razor wire. Trip forward in history. This building here to the left was known as the Orange Street School. It was built in 1910. If you were lucky enough to be a teacher at this school here in 1910, you taught grades 1 through 12 and were paid a whopping sum of $20 a month. Now that sounds like way too much work for too little pay. You could have been a bus driver. Back then, that meant a horse and buggy. And you would have picked the kids up in the swampy areas where the snakes and the alligators lived. You delivered them to school for the same amount, $20 a month. Now this building here to the right, everybody can take a good hard look at this and she a beauty. This building here to the right has absolutely no historical significance. It's our parking garage. Actually, the site of our parking garage was the site of the first luxury hotel in Florida, the San Marco. And when the San Marco Hotel stood here, it was 5 stories tall. It had 3 towers on the front side of it. The tallest tower, you could see it as far as also had a stage with props, lighting, all the entertainment you needed for a wonderful stay in our town. They had a very important guest stay here to our history, Mr. Henry Morrison Flagler. He was one of the founders of the Standard Oil Trust. He was here celebrating his honeymoon with his second wife, Miss Ida Alice. Now, I don't understand Mr. Flagler because on his honeymoon, he actually brought his business partner with. Now, when I went on my honeymoon, I only brought my wife with. I think that's the way it's supposed to work. You know, later on in the marriage, Miss Ida Alice threatened to kill him. Some people blame that on the opium medicine she was taking, but I think she was taking that because of him in the first place. Now, across the water here to the left, you'll see the Visitor Welcome Center. It's made out of coquina stone. It was built by the Works Progress Administration in 1930 as a public works project. There's a free museum in there. They have a scale model.